Okay, the work session for the meeting, we have a couple of resolutions. The first one is the amendment to the penal law opposition. Anybody want to read that?
Which was that, A?
That would be a,
Where is it? We got a B and C.
yeah, that would be way back.
Yeah.
You got a,
Couple of days ago. Maybe.
does anybody want to read it? You've got it on. You want to read it? No?
Well, I guess that's to see what it's about first. I can't remember. Is that the?
One
Oh, yeah, I'll
vote-
read it.
Okay.
You voted aye on it.
Yeah, you voted no, right?
The second resolution, is the Wonder Water Line contract.
I'll do it.
Third resolution is Auctions International items.
I'll read it.
I can't believe $4,100 for that truck.
Well, that's the comment that I got from Mike, the highway superintendent, and Chris Fowler. As I talked to Chris today, and they go, wow. Because we were very honest with it. I mean, the frame was, you can look at it and see, I mean, it wasn't on it. Okay. D is, I'll just entertain a motion to, advertise for the appointed positions, which we do every year at this time. E is a level restriction. I'll entertain a motion for Shut Road. F is approved the library island rehab. I don't know if we have, I know we have one quote, or do we need anything else? Or
Oh.
do we need approval?
I didn't get another quote from Nick. He called me the other day. He didn't leave me a message. He just missed his call.
I have
So
nothing actually from either one of them. I don't even know what Eat Lab Cats.
not, we got one from Lavacat for $9.50.
Oh, all right, I didn't.
So
see
you
that.
made the effort, so we subscribe to the, everything's fine. That's what we said.
So we can make a motion, okay, $950 because of the amount. We don't need. If
Fine,
you're,
if you feel that you've made an effort to contact.
Well, I
people.
tried, I called him and he called me back. I called him back and he didn't answer the phones.
Did you know? So did you ever communicate with him?
Yeah, I told him we needed a price on the island, down the parking lot.
He
And some
understood
had
that
to be
aspect.
moved, we want
A bit.
the stuff that's up there,
Mhm.
and what your time frame is.
Then that's as much as you do.
and the one that we do have, we're, they did a nice job out there. So,
Yeah, I got their quote on the phone, so I had to say that.
no, not for $950. G is, don't take, entertain the motion to cancel next work session on the 31st. H, I think everybody got a copy of the bids. This is the time of year that we okay the Golden Dome for the winter. And as I mentioned in email, Dawn and everybody is very happy with what they do. We'd like to get that in place in case we get a.
Do we have to go out for other bids for that, or is
No.
that considered professional service?
Professional services, we don't have cost,
It's November.
plus it's a couple of $100 a month.
Whatever, whatever, yeah.
Okay, then I'd like to add to the agenda, Chris Bauer and Mike Mutter got in touch with me Friday, today. Today I got the actual documentation. That's the EMS agreement that is with the Clarence Newstead Amherst Association. It's the agreement that Amherst basically goes to battle for everybody and comes up with the prices with rural transit.
So I have a question on that, Dave. When Nathan was here, was that something we needed the public hearing on, that they got, that's not the same thing?
I do not believe so.
This is just an extension of the original contract. They're doing a 1-year extension. Because I think it snuck up on them. That
Well-
they had to renegotiate the contract and somebody forgot.
Well, I think that's the issue. It always kind of snuck up on them, and I remember
Yes.
Nathan and Mike discussing it.
Yeah, so
And
they're
when Nathan was right, he
recommending,
did not bet. Oh,
yeah, they're recommending a 1-year extension to give them time to renegotiate a new contract.
So
Generally, anything that has to do with fire requires a public hearing, so
We have
I
a-
just got this today, so.
Oh, no,
I-
we all got it just now.
Yeah.
Did we do a public hearing 3 years ago, when you look back for this resolution?
For the extension,
No.
no, but for the first initial, yes. I found the public hearing for the first initial, but I found nothing for the extensions.
Well, we're just gonna have to wait then, because we don't have a clear answer. All right,
So that's scratched.
yeah,
from-
we're not gonna do it tonight. I apologize. Thank you, Dawn, for all your work and Emily. Tonight, but at least we got all that work out of the way. We just gotta find out whether we have a public hearing. Next week.
How does that affect the timeframe when we wanted to?
It's probably gonna affect it. I don't know when the due date is. but
Well, I,
it's December
the
30,
contract
December
is
30.
extended through the end of the year.
Oh,
so
okay.
So
we
we're
have to
good.
set up-
They just sent it out now because they had so many towns I mean, you saw the list, there's like, there's 2 pages of sign offs, you know, Cal Patterson, the village has to do it, and the village doesn't meet until
The 7th is.
the 7th. So, you know, in all the other towns that are in Clarence so anyways,
Tonight, can we set a date for the public as far as
No.
those that go?
no, because we don't have that written out.
Okay.
Well, we just said it, and it'll still be done in November. If we do it the first meeting in November, we'll have a public hearing, the second meeting, it's good. Or something. Okay, so that takes care of the new items. Planning, noise law will be giving information on the road, hopefully in a couple weeks. Land bank, we discussed. Water and sewer,
Are we gonna continue to discuss that? The land bank?
land bank, I would like to at next work session.
Yeah, I'd like a little bit more.
It was enlightening because I found out some things that I wasn't sure of. I listened to her make a presentation before, you know, the association, but, some towns are very big on it. Like she mentioned, Evans, I know, Colden. Not Colden, I'm so Concord, down in Springville area, they do a lot of that. But they have houses where, or properties in the village where it behooves them to do it. You know, I know Springville's done a lot of some of the buildings on Main Street. Got them back into circulation, so to speak, as opposed to.
Yeah, the part that keeps running through my mind on it again is where we'll be putting the money for it. And everybody else is benefiting from it. I mean, we will eventually.
Eventually, down the road, right?
Okay, yeah.
I guess we should just be used to it.
Yeah. So water and sewer,
I can just discuss it during the.
Okay. yeah, because we got it.
Leisurewood, I'm talking with Metzger Engineering, they're working on getting us the figures needed to work on them.
Okay.
That's
Building,
sewer, right, Scott?
Yes,
Okay.
so I'd be connecting to the.
Yeah.
Delta.
So that requires negotiations, and if they say, yeah, we can handle it between Odessa and Leisure.
There's a lot of steps, so the first step is Leisurewood telling us what their needs are.
Capacity needs, yeah.
yeah, there's 4 or 5 steps that I can think of.
Yeah, the village would have to be in that discussion too.
Next buildings,
I think we discussed mostly the pillars of denial we discussed last week. I'll bring up my report now. You can write down whatever you want on it. Tried to receive the second quote on the island at the library. And then we have a bug infestation, box elder bugs, at the library. I got a call from Christine on that. And I believe Dawn and Jen tried calling me too.
I mean, those aren't classed as bookworms, are they?
No,
Trying to get in the library.
cute, I got it.
Oh,
I got
there
it,
you go.
I got it, I got it.
There you go.
They're on the outside then.
Right.
well, they get inside somehow.
Oh, God, yes.
They get
I
in.
got them in the back, in my house, I don't think I sent them to your house. Got a few of them.
Tis
Those
the
aren't
season.
distinct. right?
No, you can't get them with the assault one either.
Yeah.
JF is,
A
yeah,
little more rugged.
JF is basically the heat exchanger, which John, I reached out to him last week, but I'll get in touch with him today. I know he's working on it. Grants. Nothing new other than, like the first year. library construction grant. I know Christina, put that together. She's working with, those people to get us whatever we've got to do next. Soon we're gonna go out to bid, even though she got a quote.
She was right at the limit
Yeah.
and she was gonna have to get updated quotes. So I
Yeah.
don't know if she did get updated quotes yet.
I'll check with her.
Bridge New York is coming back, so I would like to recommend some culverts for potential grants there, so I'll work with Mike on that, and that's something that we can discuss. The application is expected to come out sometime in November, so we've got a little bit.
And it's due by the end of the year or?
Probably by the end of the year.
Yeah, they don't
That's
do
why we did the culvert assessment report.
Yeah,
So we got that.
Okay.
So hopefully, you know, I'll work with Mike over the next 2 weeks, and I'd like to discuss it at the next November, whatever.
Okay,
It's good news. Friends,
yeah, I did see the New York. Okay, other gas well, nothing new. Auction new national bids, we can take off after tonight, snow removal, we can take off after tonight. You want to go to executive session on the water line, which I don't think we need to this evening. Highway. I'd like comments back on that list. If there's something that's missing, I mean, that's the first swag of it. But so I think a lot better than nothing. So we're heading in the right direction. The refuse contract, even though we don't need to go into the details, there was one thing that I reached out to, and I think I copied everybody. They quoted us 65 gallon and 95 gallon containers. I reached out to Modern to see, can we mix them? And they got back to me and said, no. We, the
Either way.
village and us have to decide either 65 or 95.
What do we have now? Or what are the recyclable ones? What is that?
Those are 65.
I believe they're 65 only because that's what the quote was for last.
Yeah.
Okay,
Did you find out when you were talking with them, if someone has two out there, they can put two out there for pickup? If they purchase the other tote? Like,
No, I didn't, but I
or
will.
like recycling, about extra totes for that?
Because that would be the 95.
It was not a huge price difference.
No, it's.
they're pushing the 95. That's the reason.
The other prospective bidders who ended up not putting in a bid, all of them across the board said 95 was kind of the standard.
Yeah, you're correct. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I don't think some people will be able to get all their garbage in the 65 from week to week. I think the 95.
well, it's gonna be every other week, right?
You look at you and Bart, you guys probably share a meal.
How many families have 5 and 6 kids? Population is going down. What's that?
Come to our house near Christmas time.
You need 4 of them, right, or whatever.
I'll put it back next to it.
But I sent that same information to the village. We'll get a feedback from them. We basically, I would say, we have to decide by the time we approve contract.
Would be reasonable.
And I'd like to approve that at the end of November, certainly the first meeting in December. No one want to wait till the last meeting. I was getting on this one, wait till the last meeting.
Well, I suppose the guy across the street from me doesn't put too much garbage out.
No.
Suppose if I eventually I can throw it in his. You can even ask first.
Well, it's a catch-22 because I feel for the residents that are
That won't need.
under
years.
50, 95.
Yeah.
But those of us that are over 50, 65, because we don't generate.
And you go moving the garbage in the 95 minutes.
Yeah, well, they do, they are balanced.
They're balanced, the wheels are pretty big.
Yeah, it's not.
Do they have a microchip in them identifying the residents like allegedly?
I would assume they will. That would, they'd
Wasn't
be
that
foolish
the,
not to
that was the sale pitch on
on the last.
the last deal? You knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I just found out about the cameras on the truck
Okay,
and the
Um,
GPS, they can line it up to your,
is there anything else
Look
we
at
need
videos.
to talk about before we go to the public hearing?
Well, I can wait.
Or not?
I'll just bring it up, well, yeah, I'll just bring it up, as like, we'll discuss it, you guys can mull it around.
Okay. All right,
It's like mold line, is it?
will you move Patty so I don't lose her?
You got one.